Ben, you and I are both veterans. Would you call her a veteran?
Yeah.
No. Don't call yourself a veteran. If you washed out of basic training, if you washed out of AIT, do not call yourself a veteran.
And welcome back to Real News Michiana's Real News Roundup. I'm your host, Ben, and the majestically bearded assassin, truth-wielding journalist to the right of your screen is none other than Real News Michiana's own Clifton French. He's the editor and the founder of Real News Michiana. How's it going, Clifton?
Hey, Ben, pretty good, man. Once again, please go to Real News Michiana and subscribe if you like all this content that we're bringing to you. $9 a month. It's 30 cents a day. That's what keeps the lights on and is able to keep me doing what I'm doing. Also, if you're a local business owner, I am in the market for some new advertisers. So if you want to advertise, reach out. You can find my contact information on our website. You can also just email me at cfrench@realnewsmichiana.com. I'm getting about 100,000 people who visit the website every month. We're quickly getting to the numbers of legacy media already. So 100,000 is nothing to scoff at, especially in this market. So we're killing it, and we need your help to keep going.
Well said, Clifton. Also, please like and subscribe. I want you to actually smash that like button, okay? And then definitely comment below, okay? And if you disagree with us, I want to hear from you. Maybe we'll have you on the show if you're entertaining enough. We'll see. But we have a little bit of an announcement to make.
Yeah, Ben. So we're going to be breaking these up. We're going to try to do a video every single day where we're giving commentary on the story of the day and not doing a long form weekly roundup. So today we're just going to focus on the big story that I worked on last week.
Business owner / politician organizes Disney-themed drag show for children.
So this woman also pretty much committed stolen valor too. So she's a great lady.
Stolen valor. Obviously, she's deeply rooted in principles. From what I've read in your story, Clifton.
Yeah.
So she's so deeply rooted in principles. Didn't she stop the drag show just because she got called out on it by other conservatives?
Yeah.
So she backtracked and said, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm still Republican, I promise.
So Ben, this woman, her name is Nicole Kaler. She's the owner of Running Vines Winery in Chesterton. She also owns another like business. It's another alcohol business. I think it's a winery and cidery. That's in Valparaiso. Now Nicole Kaler, she said that she does every single week. She does drag shows at her business, right? But there are people who try to bring minors to these shows, and she has to turn them away. So she decided, you know what? I'm going to do an all ages drag show that's Disney themed. That starts at like 9 a.m. at her business. So
Disney drag. Yeah. Disney drag, what a theme.
So exactly what you were saying, right? She said that quote, we host drag shows every month and it's never been an issue. The only issue we've ever had is people trying to bring minor children to the drag events. She's claiming that this event was for 16 and older to come. However, it says all ages on the flyer. That is, once again, a Disney themed drag show. She claimed that her intentions got misconstrued. And that this whole thing was made into something that it's not. She then canceled the events due to, quote, threats of harm to the entertainers and to herself, and that she would never allow anybody under 18 again because it's not worth the backlash. I requested, I said, so where were these threats coming from? She goes, on social media. And I said, okay, can I get copies of those threats? She then mumbled and stumbled and said she was going to have to reach out to her social media person to go back and try to find those to send them to me, and I never received any of those threats.
Social media person. She doesn't have a social media person. She is a social media person.
I can't believe she talked to me, actually. So
she probably thought she had you fooled. She thought, I can fool this guy. She talked to you just long enough until she realized, okay, I'm not gonna fool this guy.
So I do so I do a quick background check on her, right, and find out that she's actually running for Republican in the Center Township Board in Porter County. All right. And oh, that's my son. Sorry.
You got the son with us again.
Yeah,
That's okay.
I got the boy with me again.
Let him keep going. Just keep going.
Hey, buddy, go jump on your trampoline. So she ends up sending, and so I end up doing a little research. I find out she's running as a Republican for the Center Township Board. According to election results, she came in second in vote totals. There are 3 seats up for grabs. So she's going to the general election, right? So she's going to the general election as a Republican.
The stolen valor Republican that does Disney-themed drag shows for children. I can't think of a better person to vote for.
Well, and so I started digging through her social media feed for her campaign website, right? For her campaign, and she falsely claims, and here she makes all kinds of false claims about Indiana House Bill 1134, which was to protect kids from transgenderism and CRT, right? And to make more transparency for parents. Now, this bill was not perfect. I will be the first person to tell you that this bill was not perfect. However, it was a start, and it was better than what we have.
Right.
But she made these claims that children would not be able to report abuse to teachers or guidance counselors. Completely false. There's actually a provision in there that says, no, this is like, if there's reports of abuse, all of this stuff goes out the window. She also claimed that the bill required that teachers post their lesson plans a year in advance of using those lessons. Once again, that is not in the bill. That was in a draft version. It was not in the final bill, right? She makes all of these crazy claims that are just honestly, the claims that she made were directly from the ISTA, the Indiana State Teachers Association, the Indiana Union for teachers. It came straight from an email that they sent out, this propaganda email that was just full of lies. I asked her, I said, have you read this bill? She said, yeah. And I said, so yeah. I said, well, then what exactly in this bill do you disagree with? And her exact quote was, quote, what exactly are you trying to do? What's the point of your story? What are you wanting to get? Because I may have somebody else talk to you instead of me.
Answer a question with a question.
Yep. She doesn't.
Like a rotten, slimy politician, man. That's the same crap they did in Florida to Ron DeSantis.
Oh, yeah.
The Don't Say Gay bill that didn't even mention anybody that was gay. It's just ridiculous. So it's the same crap they did in Florida. It's a Democrat tactic. She's obviously a Democrat. She's trying to pull
she's just trying to win
on us.
Yeah. She's trying to win in a red area, right? So she's a Democrat running as a Republican. That's it. She then posts about everything is full of her military service, right? She posts over and over and over about her military service. She used it as justification for the drag show, saying that she fought for this country and she's going to fight for the rights of these people. On her campaign page, she goes, she talks about her military service and how that makes her, a good candidate, right? Well, it turns out she only made it through 2 or 3 weeks of basic training before she was medically discharged.
She was washed out of basic training in 2 or 3 weeks. But your service, your failed attempt at military service.
Your
failed attempt at military service makes you qualified to host drag shows.
Yeah, which, you know what? Like, if somebody's medically discharged, like during basic training, okay, whatever. Ben, you and I are both veterans. Would you call her a veteran?
No.
Not
at all.
Don't call yourself a veteran. If you washed out of basic training, if you washed out of AIT, do not call yourself a veteran. You are not a veteran.
Nope. Not even close.
And so this was her quote she gave me. Quote, I am still considered a veteran and I was willing to do it. I signed on the dotted line. I was told by many others that had served and other veterans that, quote, I would say you did. You were willing to do it. I went in. I was ready to go. What happened was not my fault.
Was ready to go.
Mm-hmm. What happened was not your fault. However, what is your fault is your false claims of being a veteran. That's stolen valor, lady.
Yeah,
it's stolen valor.
It is. There's a definition, I believe, to being a veteran, and but I'm pretty sure it doesn't include getting washed out of basic training in 3 weeks.
Nope.
I'm just saying.
No. So, I would honestly vote for the Democrat in that area before I'd vote for her.
Yeah.
However, another drag show for kids gets canceled. South Bend is still planning their drag show for kids, by the way.
Of course.
Later this month. So, my story had no impact on them. But I tell you what, the truth is on our side. Everything is on our side when it comes to people trying to sexualize children. We just need to continue the fight. That's it. If you have kids, even if you don't have kids, that is the future of our country. They are innocent. They have no idea what's going on. Anything that we can do to stop this type of behavior toward children, Ben. I don't mind a drag show for adults. If she was doing that for adults and continues to do that for adults,
teach their own.
Yep. Whatever. Do not pull kids into any of this. Do not pull children into this. And this will be a hill that many of us are willing to die on.
Which reminds me, a good documentary that, thank you, Clifton, for turning me onto it.
Yep.
It's on that documentary on thedailywire.com. What is a Woman?
Yeah. What is a Woman by Matt Walsh. If you haven't seen it, go and look at it. And you know what? You have to be a subscriber too for them. Here's the thing. A lot of these websites, a lot of these news organizations, right? In order to see content, you have to be a subscriber. I try not to do that because I think it's so important for this information to get out to the community without having to pay for it, right? But that's why it's so important that people subscribe so everybody can be getting this information. Right.
Well said, Clifton.
So please go to realnewsmichiana.com, subscribe. I don't want, this is a business. I have to make money. I don't want to hide the stuff behind a paywall. But at some point I may have to do that. Please help us continue to expose all of this stuff, get this information out, and to hold these people accountable in our area.
Those of you not familiar with Clifton, that you might be new to this and watching this for the first time, Clifton was in the legacy media for over 12 years, I believe.
Yeah,
he worked for ABC News.
So I was in multiple locations in Florida, but in the last place in Tampa, I was covering the FBI, ATF, Department of Homeland Security, SOCOM, CENTCOM, Gitmo. So if you don't, SOCOM is Special Operations Command, Navy SEALs, Green Berets, CENTCOM, all the military strategy and intelligence for operations in the Middle East. I was covering the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office, Tampa PD. Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office, third largest law enforcement agency in the country. I was running circles around everybody down there. I moved up here specifically for my child. For services and education, and his mother's family is from here as well, so moved up here to be close to them. I came up here. People looked at me like I had 3 eyeballs when I told them I was moving to South Bend, Indiana. They said, "Why are you leaving Market 11 for Market 100?" And I said, "Family comes first."
Are we doing an interview?
Yeah, I'm doing an interview. I haven't been able to get a hold of you.
In the elevator outside of his office inside the County City building, Mayor Pete Buttigieg declined to comment about ongoing issues with his police department.
All right, well, let's see if we can set something up.
So you're not going to answer any questions about that?
Hi, how you doing?
For more than a month now, there has been backlash from the public about policing. ABC 57 has learned about multiple officers considering or planning to resign amid the political climate. All of them did not want to be identified.
But Mayor, I mean, we've had lots of questions about.
We also asked the mayor about other pressing issues like crime at the Oliver Apartments. He once again told us to schedule an appointment.
Get you the information you need.
So
Thanks for coming by.
I am here to serve my community and to expose all of this stuff here. I need to keep this place good for my children, or for my child and my future children, and I need to keep this place good for everybody else's children as well. This is a good area for my child. It's a good area for everybody else's children. If we don't fight to keep it that way, we're going to lose it.
Well said, Clifton. And as always, stay informed, folks.